Hello guys and welcome back to my channel, Writing Practices. If you're new here, this is the place where we break down professional letters step by step so that you can write them with confidence. In today's video, we're going to walk through how to write a B-2 visa invitation letter. This is the letter you send when you want to invite someone like a parent, friend, or relative to visit you in the US as a tourist. Whether you're inviting someone for a vacation, a family event, or just some quality time together, this letter plays a key role in supporting their visa application. So let's go ahead and break it all down. Your personal information. Let's begin with your own details at the very top of the letter. This section includes your full name, your street address, city, state, zip code, United States, email address, phone number. This is where you identify yourself to the visa officer. Make sure you write your full legal name as it appears on your government-issued ID. Include your full US address with the correct zip code and double-check that your email and phone number are current and professional. These contact details will be used if the consular office needs to verify any part of your invitation. Date of writing. Next is the date when you're writing the letter. This comes right after your contact details. Be sure to write it in a full format, like June 15, 2025. This shows when the letter was officially issued and helps validate the timeline of the invitation. Recipient information. Now let's move on to the recipient section. This is addressed to the consular officer, United States Embassy or Consulate, Embassy or Consulate address, city, country. You're not writing to a specific person here, but to a consular officer. This is standard practice for any visa-related letter. Make sure to include the correct address of the US Embassy or Consulate in the visitor's country. That way, the letter is clearly directed to the appropriate office handling the visa application. Subject line. Now let's talk about the subject line. This line states the purpose of the letter in a clear, formal way. It should read, Subject, Invitation Letter for B-2. Tourist Visa Application, Visitor's full name. This subject line makes it clear what the letter is about and who it's for. Always include the full name of your visitor exactly as it appears on their passport. It helps the officer connect this letter to the correct application file. Salutation. Next is the salutation. Since you're writing to an official at the embassy, the standard greeting is, Dear Sir or Madam. You don't need to personalize this because you won't know the name of the person reviewing the case. This formal and respectful salutation sets the right tone for the rest of the letter. Opening paragraph, introducing the visitor. Now we move into the first body paragraph, where you introduce the visitor and explain the reason for the invitation. Let's take a closer look at this section. I am writing to invite my relationship to visitor, such as mother, friend, cousin, visitor's full name, who resides at visitor's full address in their home country, to visit me in the United States for a short stay as a tourist. This paragraph is straightforward but essential. You need to clearly identify your visitor by full name and provide their full home address to prove their connection to another country. Also, clearly state your relationship to them. Whether they're your sister, grandfather, or a friend, this shows the reason for the personal invitation. Second paragraph, purpose of the visit and duration. The second paragraph goes into more detail about the visit itself. Here's what you'll write. The purpose of the visit is to spend time together, enjoy local sightseeing, and allow my guest to experience American culture and lifestyle. We are planning for the visit to take place from proposed start date to proposed end date. During this time, we will visit various attractions, such as mention a few places or cities, such as New York City, Grand Canyon, or local landmarks, and I will ensure their stay remains strictly within the limits permitted by US immigration laws. This is where you explain the purpose of the trip in a little more depth. You're showing that the visit is strictly for tourism, no work, no studies, just sightseeing and personal time. You also give the proposed dates for the trip. Be specific about the timeline and provide a brief itinerary, like famous cities or tourist sites you plan to visit. It shows that the visit is well thought out and temporary. Third paragraph, proof of support and intent to return. This next paragraph is especially important because it deals with two things: your responsibility as the host and the visitor's intent to return home. I am a legal resident or citizen of the United States and currently reside at the address mentioned above. I am fully capable of supporting visitors' name during their stay, including accommodation, food, travel within the US, and any other personal expenses. I assure you that he or she or they will return to his or her or their home country before the visa expires and has strong ties such as mentioned family, job, or property that will ensure the return. Here, you're confirming that you're legally in the US and you're financially stable enough to support your guest. This is a key part of the invitation, especially if the visitor will not be paying for their own trip. You also need to strongly emphasize that your guest has a reason to go back home, whether it's their job, family, or property. This helps reduce the chance of the visa being denied due to fears of overstaying. Fourth paragraph, list of supporting documents. Now we move on to the next part of the letter, where you list the documents you're attaching to support the invitation. To support the visa application, I am enclosing the following documents: a copy of my US passport or green card, proof of residence, such as lease agreement or utility bill, employment verification or bank statements, a copy of my ID. Each document plays a specific role here. Your passport or green card confirms your legal status. Your lease or utility bill proves where you live. The employment letter or bank statements show financial stability, and your ID serves as another verification of your identity. Always include copies, not originals, unless the consulate specifically asks for originals. Final paragraph, offer to provide more info. And here's how you begin to close the letter. Should you require any further information, please do not hesitate to contact me. Thank you for considering this request. This short paragraph lets the officer know you're open to follow up and shows respect for their role in the process. It's polite, professional, and wraps up your message in a cooperative tone. Closing and signature. Now it's time to close the letter formally. Sincerely, your full name. Signature if printing a hard copy. Sincerely is the most appropriate closing for this type of letter. Follow it with your full name, and if you're submitting a physical letter, make sure to sign it by hand in ink. And that's it. That's how you write a complete and effective B-2 visa invitation letter. Remember, every part of this letter serves a purpose. From identifying yourself clearly to explaining the purpose of the visit, offering support, and assuring the return of your guest. Be honest, detailed, and professional throughout. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone else who might be writing a visa invitation letter. Don't forget to subscribe to Writing Practices for more step-by-step guides on formal writing and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. If you have questions or need help with a different type of letter, drop a comment below. I always love hearing from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.